Some youngers around wanna come for the crown. I'm taking off heads like I'm Duncan MacLeod. Someone that act in front of a crowd. If I come with a gat, I'll be dumping around. Ha! If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Right, so anything goes. We're back.
Who is that, Drake?
Yeah. We're back for the third reaction of the... Whoa. We're back for the third episode of the Evolution of Ghetts. And I'm not going to say I'm the number one fan, but man's been there from the jump. But anyway, make sure you're liking, sharing and subscribing, because we're on that road to 1K. And
Click
as soon as we
the
hit it,
subscribe button.
as soon as we get there, the content we got for you is outlandish.
So close as well.
Outlandish?
You just want to see more and different videos, and
Yeah.
we're so close. So just click it.
You'll spin around when the slugs jump in your scalp. Don't ever say I'm hardly a threat. I'm harder to get than skunk in the drought.
I bet you hear both them bars in this now, because this, all I know about this third chapter, it's about fuck radio and the movement.
No, it won't be on this.
Which is my favourite
time. Right.
It's real. You see what I'm trying to say? And the evolution is real. The evolution, as how you've come up and watching you do this thing, is all real to me. So you deserve it. What's going on now? You deserve it.
4 minutes 48, your boy ain't finished yet. I mentioned all these names, but I ain't no one silhouette. I done built my own brand up, so before you try to interject, sprinkle some respect upon my name and what your nigga rep.
I can turn it to go on. I go radio. I can do that right now. I can switch it on.
Do it then.
It's quite easy. In fact, it's one of the easiest things for me to do. So I felt challenged doing that. But and there's a difference between gets on a tune and gets on radio.
Disrespect. Disconnect. Fuck radio.
I want to hear
vibes.
them all.
Biggest set.
There's a raw energy. There's even a difference in the writing, even though most of the time it never went overboard, and sometimes the consumer couldn't even tell. But my man saying something straight after me.
Always.
Sky. Look at Wretch in the background as well. Everyone looks very young.
Acting was so different to what everyone else was doing. Like other people, there was, I'm gonna say, the most catchy lyric that everybody knows, and everyone get the reload. And acting was like the complete opposite. Like acting was, every time we do a fuck radio, we're trying to give you lyrics and things you've never heard.
Because we weren't really the reload type of artists, it gave us time to be able to say
that
whatever
Mercs?
for however long. Do you know what I mean? With
In
no
the
structure, with like 16s or whatever, you just go on there, you say what you want. I'm a done to myself, I would say, don't care much about what other people say.
Look at Mercs done.
And before the jail.
Yeah.
Terminator's there, but is that before that must have been before jail?
The beauty of them times is just not being
My guy.
one of the most, not being some of the most catchiest. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just about the bars, the content, going in for as long as you can.
Off the pad.
You get me? And just keeping the levels high. That's what it was about mainly.
Big seat.
Substance, as G always uses the word substance, like, I just think that we were ahead with all of that, man. I'm not knocking anybody, but at that time there,
They were and
we
they
sang
are
about
now.
a few
All
things.
that, all of them.
You know what I mean? So that's why Fuck Radio was sick, and obviously inspired the younger people. Because I remember one of the ones I went to flipping, I think it was the first time I met Devs. Yeah, you get me?
Look at Criminal.
Criminal looks 11.
Yes. And he's probably about 13, 14 there.
This was the sick Criminal one as well, wasn't it?
Getting on greedy again. They're not getting on free. Maxi.
That got great feedback, and that's how like really the movement come around as well.
People always ask me how the movement start.
A guy called Abby, he come to my house and said, yo, some youth from North, you might be harder than you still. I get cool. Yo, fam, what going on? Who's this? Scorcher. Well, go on, fam. Yeah, someone was showing me your thing. Still, you're going hard. From studio, and the energy was right, the vibe was right, and we made that tune, Scorcher and Ghetto.
It's Scorcher and Ghetto, the talk of the ghetto. You handle a bitch, don't talk in the ghetto. You might get scorched with a metal. You might get left dead with your front porch on the level.
Then I went studio one time. Rich was in the corner, spazzing.
What's that over there? Red Street too, yeah? I'm gonna blow like next year. Nah, this year, I've got a scrap.
I'm like, yo, who's this? Like, my man sings different. Like, he's singing loads of stuff. Like, who's that?
I'm not firing guns that you don't hear shooting. One night on site, it's a new thing. It's like shooting a human. I know not the girl if you do can crown me. Know what you're volume around me. This heat is this beat, it ain't loud, G. Look, I wanna blast the thing, it may sound like I'm passing with no bars in it.
Me and Devs met separately before that. I met Devs. Devs was about 13 when I met Devs.
Mad.
And he could rap. Now, I say he could rap because at this time, no one could rap.
That was in the crib, that take them. They got everyone inside. What do you think on radio?
Dirty Dags.
Radio, mate.
Dirty Dags.
Man's in East London, Ball to be precise. Man's with that guy, that summertime guy. You know my style is too much.
When we met Merkson's the glue. A lot of people don't know that Merkson's the actual glue for the group. Kind of balances everything out. Me, Rhett, Scorcher and Devlin, at that time,
This group
just
is
wanted to be
nuts.
sick. Merkson was focused on the banners. So that's how like all that good old days and things like that come about.
When it comes to the songs at first, like Ghetts from before is always could do radio properly. My voice was never strong, so I had no choice but to try and do some songs. You know what I mean? And I just ended up finding a little bit of a formula and just tried to run with it. And
His songs were
obviously,
banging,
us all
though.
linking up with each other. We just got
The
to
summertime
take
jokes
bits
on
and
that.
pieces from each other in certain ways and just use them. You know what I mean? It was always
Lashy kind of went that way as
a
well.
healthy competition between us.
So he brought that balance to the group. So when we lost him,
Was trying to
it
do
was
like
kind of
tune
that
tunes
balance was gone.
before a
If
lot
you
of
leave
people.
us lot alone, you know, we just at that time, especially because we just want to be lyrically gone. We want to outsmart everyone, which ain't the best. Now we know which ain't always the best thing because people can't get that. That's how you become the rapper to rapper.
That is the best thing. To be continued again. Good.
Right.
I know Devlin Merks.
Before conflict of interest out now, go check that shit
Yeah,
out. That shit is banging.
I know Devlin Merkston and Scorcher ain't the biggest now compared to Rich and Ghetts. Obviously, Scorcher.
I mean, Rich is on a different level,
Scorcher went jail for a while, and like Devlin and Merkston ain't big, but what they was doing back then is what everyone wants to do now.
It's way ahead of everything.
Is what they want to, and their Ghetts, Rich are only that far above everyone else lyrically because they was doing it back then, and people are only trying to do it now.
Yeah.
They've got the repetitions in it. They've been doing.
Yeah, but you're saying that like to say both Ghetts and Rich when they was in that raw form in fuck radio times, like there was so much that needed to be
From stuff we've listened to recently, I think D Double and Gigs in their Daily Duppies tried to be more clever with the bars than what they might
intelligent.
usually be. Yeah.
No, I don't. I've been listening to Gigs, so I will never sit there and just go on. Like,
I'm not saying that they haven't ever had intelligent bars. I think there was a lot of free, like you could, some of their bars in their Daily Duppies, there was like 3 different meanings to them.
Yeah.
Rather than 2 or 1.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean, but it's like, but that's like thinking that that's not what they was intended in the first place.
No, I think they were,
from
but
what you heard.
I think Ghetts and Rich are just, I know Rich hasn't put a project out for like a year or 2 now.
Don't sound too sad.
But so I need another one. But yeah, I just think they just paved the way. And even back then, everyone was.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Like when they was in their raw form, like Ghetts used to spit and it would go over a lot of people's head, and I'm someone that it never. But then again, I also was at the youth centres when he was in that raw form, which is what allows me to appreciate how much clarity and how much his delivery allows everyone to kind of embrace it. Same way with Rich. When Rich first came out, he was spitting bare quick, but he wasn't actually spitting bare quick, but he was saying so much in his lyrics, you could miss bears.
Retrospective, I still listen to now and don't skip a tune. But like even like Scorcher, Devlin and that, back in the day, they was all doing that. I think Kano was another one doing that as well.
Doing what?
Back in the day.
What content?
Yeah, like, it wasn't like they're saying, I'm not gonna just spit a bar.
Kano's never.
You know, like
even from like Boys Love Girls.
I think Family Tree are a lot of catchy bars that you can, you know, like boom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna touch my MC
No, but
set,
they got
boom.
a nice
Like,
all round.
You know, like pull up bars rather than I'm gonna spit for a whole minute. And
Yeah, but
everyone's
we've
gonna
got,
be doing this. The
yeah,
whole
but
time
like
and
you're
they're
forgetting
not
like
gonna-
from when it comes to people like Family Tree, we've only heard them on sets like that.
Yeah.
Like, so obviously, say the songs we've heard, yeah, you know, because we've listened to them on sets, we've heard their song bars on the sets. But like with
Yeah, it's raining.
pissed.
Oh, he's chucking it down. I didn't even bring a coat.
Pissed. Yeah, no, but I mean, no matter what, I do understand what you're saying. But you got to remember.
It's Hellstones.
Yeah. But what you got to remember is, say for
Yeah,
instance, Murky Ace. Yeah, Murky Ace was probably one of the first artists that used to literally trick you with his bars because of the format of what we're used to hearing. He would always say something I bet you thought I was gonna say, and then they all started doing it, and that kind of stepped up the level.
Celtic, bet you thought
He was gonna say, yeah. So do you know what I'm saying? So like, those are the things that kind of make you realize that, like, you can trick it in a sense. Like, it can be a very simple thing, but that simple thing changes the way that you listen to it based on the fact that, oh no, you're just an MC. Like, do you get me? Like, when you format it like that.
What I meant is that when I listen to, say, a Family Tree set, there's bars that I can give you now that are like just a bar.
Yeah, but that's the ones that you can bring. But I could say one that have multiple meanings.
To Retro Ghetts, if I say one bar, I've got to say the whole thing. Because if I say 3 Ghetts bars, you're gonna finish the 8 bar off, and then we're both gonna keep carrying it on.
No, I do get what you mean, but I think that's just.
It was good to see all them on it as well, though.
Yeah, but
I'm not sure when it's recorded because Scorcher had short hair.
Before the first one. This is a bit.
What?
I'm saying this is the first Fuck Radio.
No, I'm saying when they was talking, because when they was talking about it, like Merkton, that seemed like it was
After he come out of jail.
what in the car when they're talking about the old days.
He didn't have a beard before he went jail.
Yeah, I just thought it was more recent than that. I thought he might have gone to them and said, "Can you talk about the movement days?" But Scorcher.
Yeah, Scorcher had short hair. So did Wretch.
That was Scorcher before.
Yeah, so I'm saying like all of these bits must have been filmed for it, and he's just kept it because he hasn't really, hasn't been ready to release the project and stuff. But yeah, nah, man, you know what it is. Like, the thing with grime is like, if you listen to certain grime artists from when they came up, and
grime is timeless.
Yeah, it definitely is.
By the way,
it definitely is, and I feel like it reaches different people differently. And it's like, I feel like imagine you just heard one grime tune that you fuck with. Imagine the catalogue you can go back and listen to and enjoy. Do you know what I mean? But it's like,
it's mad.
it's mad. But yeah, no, man, nothing's like the sensation of being. It's sick listening to that set the first time, the Fuck Radio sets. There's nothing like it. The first time you heard Fuck Radio 5, like, you can't remember how many times you wheeled it up the first time. But imagine being in the studio. Your head would explode.
Let me use your hands.
No fingers. But yeah, no, I think, yeah, like, if you just clocked onto it, or even if you just clocked onto Ghetts and stuff, I think that's something you would appreciate as well, because it's just a different form and it's a different element.
When he said, "I can go radio right now and do ghetto,"
you thought he was just going to go into it, innit?
Do it then. Do it, please. Do it for the people that know ghetto. Do it. Just one. Just like an 8-minute set or something at a radio station.
8 minutes that ain't enough, bruv. I need at least half hour.
Just something. Just give it ghetto. But if you like the video, like the video. Subscribe
if you
as
ain't
always.
already.
Yeah, like the video, comment below, let us know what you thought. Let us know
if you
think of Ghetts.
Let us know if we've introduced you to grime, because if you can't tell, we love grime. But we also know we can't.
I love it.
We can't. That's all I think about. If you don't, we can't only record things that are grime based just because we know we like it. But still, like, if there's people we can introduce to grime, sick. You'll never know the feeling of, we gotta go and play a football match. Chuck this on and we're ready to spaz.
Oh, and Bye.
I ain't drinking Hennessy no more. Well, that depends what I'm on. Okay, I light, I'm on it right now. Looking for a bad bitch that's tryna bite down. Eat 'em up, anything goes, you know. This where anything goes, you know.